As we travel along the Esplanade or take the Q, we are walking or traveling along the Fraser River. We want to learn about the history of the area, and as we do that, we keep reaccrossing a reoccurring theme of industry and developments around waterways. The most significant for our area being the Fraser River. The Fraser is the longest river in British Columbia and stretches a staggering 1,375 kilometers. If we were to fly to the western side of the Rocky Mountains to Mount Robson Provincial Park, we would find the beginning of the river. So, what's in a name? The river was named for the European explorer Simon Fraser, but the river has been known by many names for Indigenous peoples. In our write up for the tours, we have the names that are represented by the Halkomelem dialect, the Dake dialect, and the Silcotin dialect. So if you'd like to look at those, feel free to look at the write up here. Another important feature of the Fraser River are salmon. Prior to the arrival of European settlers, the river served as a transportation route and source of subsistence living for indigenous peoples located in the region long before Simon Fraser arrived and traversed the waters. The Fraser River and its tributaries serve as one of the most productive salmon fisheries in the world, supporting 5 of our local Pacific salmon, that being sockeye, coho, chum, chinook, and pinks. The salmon of the river are of particular significance for First Nations residing along the Fraser, as the fish serve as staples in their diets and cultural traditions. Notice the color of the Fraser. Do you think it's dirty or just misunderstood? Looking at the color, one might think that the river is dirty and polluted, but in actuality, this is a result of the large sedimentary deposits being carried down the river from the Fraser River, Canyon, and elsewhere into our waters. These large quantities of sedimentary deposition form the building blocks of Fraser River marshes and wetlands that are so essential to the healthy ecological functioning of the river, but also give the river its dark olive to brown color that we can see. Where we are currently located on the Fraser is considered a tidal river estuary. As the river meets the ocean, it creates a unique environment sitting between the two waters, creating a brackish water ecosystem that is a mixing of fresh and salt water that is ideal for marshes and wetlands development. In the waters off of New Westminster, you can see that interestingly enough, at certain points in the day, the tides will change, impacting the flow direction of the river. Depending on the time you're visiting us for this tour, if you look at the way the ships as they pass by, take notice at how much force is being used to get through the river. Do they have a lot of wake passing them as they go by, or does it seem more of a gentle trip?